Happy May, friends. It's Monday, May 4th, and here we are. This is your weekly update for this week. As I've said, I won't be filming a daily briefing this week, so you'll get another update from me on Thursday. So we'll do this one on Monday and a midweek one on Thursday. I want to begin today with some really good news, some positive news, some things that ought to make you thankful and worshipful to the Lord. And that is the month of April is over, and our giving as a church in the month of April met budget, and that is great news. This is one of the things obviously we've had some unknowns about, is just, hey, in light of all the economic uncertainty, how are we as a church gonna be? The answer is the month of April was solid. We met budget. You guys continued to give generously. I want to thank and affirm our entire church, because here's what's fascinating to me about that. Obviously, we had no way of collecting offerings even during the month of April because we didn't meet. So that means you had to either give online or go online and take some initiative yourself to set up an ACH. And so whatever initiative you took, so did lots of other people. Thank you. Thanks for honoring the Lord in your giving in the month of April. We trust that May will continue that trend, and we're excited about the ways the Lord has continued to provide for the needs of our church. As you know, we're now into the next phase of the governor's regulations. The Department of Health and Human Services released a document last Thursday that gave some more parameters for churches. Here's what I can tell you. It wasn't actually that helpful. I was looking for a little more clarity. They didn't give us a whole lot of clarity. Here's what I can tell you. The document clearly says no children's ministry of any kind is allowed in the month of May. And so that means whatever we do as a church, nothing kids ministry related is going to be happening. So that means if you're a parent, no matter whether your kids are little or older, you're going to be responsible for having them with you in worship, whatever worship looks like in the month of May. So I can let you know that, and you as parents need to begin preparing for that. As you've seen during our drive-in services in the past 3 weeks, we are trying to provide some more resources for kids during the service so that they have something like a coloring sheet, some ways to keep them engaged in the content of the sermon. If you've been there in the drive-in services, you know Mr. Wade has been telling the story to the kids, which they have loved. And so we're trying to do some things to more meaningfully engage the kids in our church during worship. But I can just tell you as a parent, I guarantee you that for the month of May, we can't do anything with kids ministry. And so that's going to complicate things a little bit. It doesn't just complicate it in terms of what do we do to keep kids engaged. It complicates it numerically for us, because here are the metrics on our church. On a given Sunday, we have 500 to 600 people in worship. We have 300 kids in this building. Okay, so it's easy for me to think about, how do we do worship with 500 to 600 people? When you're talking about doing worship with 900 to 1,000 people, we're talking about a different order of magnitude. So I and my team are working on those things, and you will receive further communication this week about what next week is going to look like. So thanks for watching this daily update. Thanks for your generosity in the month of April. I hope you have a great week, and I'm looking forward to thinking about the parables with you again on Sunday. Look for another briefing for me on Thursday.